I see you, young man. Actually, you're not young at all. You're 27 years old. Puffy nipples, beer belly, and you're still a virgin. Boy, do I have a video for you. This video is made especially for you, my friend. I know it sucks. I know the fleshlight isn't doing what it used to do, man. So now I have a solution for that. A better fleshlight. But not as good as your hand though, but still, progress. You will no longer be a virgin after watching this video. Step 1, prostitution. A simple but easy and effective method of losing your card, swiping that and seeing decline because you have no semen left after jacking off 7 times yesterday. That's what it is. Your goal is to lose your virginity, not ejaculate inside a woman. That's the next video. So you have a link that I've posted below. You're gonna have to decipher it yourself, because I will get possibly banned, most likely banned off of YouTube if I include it fully. So you click on the link, right? You're gonna get like a whole selection, a whole category of numbers. But what you want to do is click on the top left. It should be either on the top left or the top right in your area. Find people in, let's say, Kentucky, where you're at. I don't know who lives in Kentucky, but click on Kentucky, right? And you should find many people, hundreds of prostitutes, quote unquote, in your area. And you can individually select them, text their numbers, and this is what you're going to say. What are your prices? Question mark. Copy, paste, efficient, very efficient, send to every single one you see. And by the next 10 minutes, you will get a response. Now, prices range from very stupidly, unnecessarily high, as in $300, which is quite cheap for a prostitute, but all you're getting is real streetwalker, I'm telling you, man. But you're trying to lose your virginity to not get with a high-quality woman. So it's going to range from $300 to as low as possibly 60. 60 doubloons, 60 buckaroonies, which you could easily just hand over. That's a whole video game right there. Why would you spend your money on a prostitute over a video game? I don't know, but many of us don't play video games anymore, which is a good thing. And now we're spending our time with prostitution and rubmaps.ch, but that's a different story. What you want to do is, after you get a response from the individual, the young, possibly old lady, I like to aim for 50 and above myself. You get a response. What you do not want to do is ask for the address. Don't ask for the address, but instead say, when would be a good time to see you, or I would like to see you soon. She would then ask you, would you like an in-call or an out-call? An in-call is basically you going to meet her at her place of residency, her most likely hotel, because that's where all the prostitution's going on, hotels. I know a few myself. I'm not saying based off experience, but I have witnessed some things, unfortunately. Outcalls. Outcalls are her coming to you, and that is something, if you can do that, you have a car, for example, you have a private house, home, apartment, no parents to walk in you, to see you banging a 57-year-old woman. I prefer in-calls myself. Easy in, easy out. Very, very little remnants left behind. So after you say in-call, for example, she's gonna say the price. And most likely it's gonna be a median of $100. If you don't want $100, keep looking for one that eventually says something like 80 or 60. This is cheap cooch we're talking about, man. Very cheap. And maybe it's just in my area, but I've found some that will offer for 50 or 40, but I'm not saying I have personally took advantage of that. I'm just telling you the information. Now this is where the scams come flying. She will ask you 60% of the time to put down a down payment of most likely $20 to her Cash App, most likely. And that is something you never want to do. Never put down a down payment, because she or he will scam you, destroy your Cash App, just take away all your hard-earned freaking money, man. Never take that. Don't be a fool. You're foolish, but don't be an actual freaking fool, man. Learn from my mistakes. Or my mistakes. You want to filter out all of the out calls, all of the down payments, all of the prices that are way too expensive, and then find someone that gives an address that is preferably nearby, but if you have a car, like I said earlier, you can just like drive there instantly, or you might even prefer like an out call in your car. So you do that, you drive there, you take a bus, train, whatever, walk. My method of transport everywhere, I'm not saying for this, but everywhere. You would open that door and do your thing. Pay first. Of course, she's gonna ask you to pay first. Slide that $80. And that's it. You don't have to freaking escalate, drop your pants. And now, my young 27-year-old man, you are no longer a virgin. Repeat the process until you have regret and want to change your life. Goodbye.